I was made for this. And now I'm rebuilt and rewired. With teammates who have my back, just like I have theirs. So when I hit, cut, and scramble, my intentions are felt. I ain't playing with you.
E aí galera, tudo bem? Aqui quem fala é o Douglas do canal Xbox Games NP. Eu estou de volta nesse jogão que é Madden NFL 24 para trazer mais algumas partidas aqui pra vocês verem. Antes de tudo galera, se puder deixa o like, se inscreve no canal que não são inscritos e ativa o sininho para receber notificações. E seja bem-vindo a todos aqueles que estão assistindo o vídeo pela primeira vez aqui no canal. Agora bora escolher o time aqui que eu vou jogar, deixa eu dar uma olhada. Qual que eu vou jogar? Vou deixar esse adversário mesmo aí, o Denver Broncos. E o time que eu vou jogar você... deixa eu ver, Buffalo Bills. Escolhi isso aqui, Buffalo Bills contra o Denver Broncos. Bora lá dar início à partida aqui. Como eu falei no vídeo anterior, lembrando que eu tô jogando a versão de PS5 aqui. Como eu também falei o vídeo do Madden NFL 23, eu tô explicando as regras aí do esporte pra quem quiser dar uma olhada lá na playlist.
It's Madden NFL 24 on EA Sports, and if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Denver Broncos and the Buffalo Bills, and it's all up next.
We are about 15 miles south of downtown Buffalo at Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park. Today we've got
Bora lá dar início à partida aqui.
matchup on tap, as it'll be the Denver Broncos taking on the Buffalo Bills. Brandon.
Vou começar defendendo.
And we are underway in Buffalo. And no run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. They're led onto the field by their quarterback, a man who's made quite the name for himself in the NFL, and that's Russell Wilson.
And similar to his nickname, Russell Wilson has a dangerous mix of skills, the ability to throw from the pocket and extend plays and throw on the run. Not to mention an absolute winner. Usually has his team in the playoffs competing for Super Bowl opportunities.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted.
Aê, consegui tomar posse de bola aqui, bonito.
Take this one back to the 36-yard line. He's just got to be thinking, I hope that's not a harbinger of things to come. Very first pass of the afternoon picked.
And where do you go from here? Because when you start that way, do you allow that to seep into you and stay with you the rest of the game? Or do you find a way out of it? We're going to find out.
Allen's throw going to be caught.
Bom passe que eu vi agora, certinho.
Down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Now a 2nd and 10. So the shotgun snap to Allen. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Vai se eu consigo touchdown.
They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd, escaping the pressure right. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
Tive que sair correndo, uma boa jogada aqui.
Allen, very athletic at 6'5", showing the versatility, picking up the first on the scramble. Back to throw. Allen. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Allen again here on 2nd and 10. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 20.
Dave Wolf derrubado.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Allen. And he'll take it into the end zone.
Aí conseguiu o touchdown correndo.
Josh Allen, 24 yards. And the Bills use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
That's a really good decision right there outside of the pocket. You've got to know the right time to shift from passer to runner. He was looking and looking, nothing there. You can almost feel the brainwaves firing as he calculates, I think I can win a race to the pylon. And he turns out to be right. Touchdown.
The extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So that drives.
Agora eu vou defender, tentar fazer mais pontos aí.
To polish things off. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is, and his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I noticed his linemen around him.
Tentar apertar eles aí na marcação.
Let's go, big boy. You're still our leader.
Play action. Now Wilson. A quick throw there is incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. 3rd and 2. Now Wilson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
First down, Denver.
To throw again is Wilson. He's got his 6'5" receiver. That's Tim Patrick.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one as a receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing. And they got it done.
Acabou o primeiro, bora pro segundo tempo.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2. Options galore here, 2nd and a few inches. As they've got it as we resume action. They'll send the big tight end in motion right. On 2nd down, Williams. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
It'll be a gain of 5, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
And he's got a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 28. A strong pickup of 11 keeps their drive alive.
Bora lá tirar essa bola daqui.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. first and 10. It's Wilson. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
So it looks like they stopped some fighting them on this series because it seemed like things were heading for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops.
O negócio é impedir com que eles acertem os lançamentos.
Second and 10 now. Wilson. And he's going to be
Aí sim atrapalhou o lançamento. Ainda aumentou as jardas para trás.
The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8.
They've gobbled up over 30 yards of turf so far, but a sack knocks them backwards. And that interrupts the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone.
Over the middle, complete to Judy. And he's got a first down as a tackle.
Dei mole, o cara passou pela minha defesa.
A nice pickup of 23 on the third down conversion. Now Wilson on first down. And this is going to be intercepted.
Tomei a posse de bola de novo, segunda vez.
And the Bills are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. So after the INT, it's Allen. Wiggles free. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Give him 10 that time, escaping.
E às vezes correr é bom também ali no meio dos adversários.
Allen gonna throw.
Mandei errado.
And it falls incomplete.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're right.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They're going to try and throw. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Broncos are going to get the football back.
Agora é a vez deles atacar, hein?
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. That's to the sideline and incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
And this is going to wind up left. Well struck, but it's no good, and this will stay at a 7-point game.
And anytime you see a kicker trot out to try one for 56 yards, you know everything's got to come off perfectly for it to have a chance. If the laces aren't quite right, if he doesn't hit the fat part of the ball just right, it's unlikely to go through, and that one winds up no good.
And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. So we have reached halftime with a touch. All right, so we skip the rest of halftime.
Bora lá pro terceiro tempo.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. A lane opens here.
Vai. Quase, por pouco, hein? Quase faz touchdown.
In a game like this, you're fighting, you're scratching, you're clawing, you're hammering away. That return has the feel of maybe cracking the rock and giving them a chance to get a big-time advantage.
They try the 50-yarder and miss it, and now this offense has it 1st and 10 at the 40. To throw, it's Allen. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Looked like both sides were anticipating a quick throw there, and the defense was ready to jump in and deny it, and they did.
They'll try the right side with Harris. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Here's Allen to throw it. Flushed out right. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll give him a new set of downs.
Well, again, his offense was staring down what was likely a 3 and out. Zero fear from his side, though. Never doubted for a second they'd pick up the first. He's ready to pull the trigger on a keeper the moment it revealed itself.
And meanwhile, Allen's throw here taken in by Knox. And they'll get this down to the 10. Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Boa, touchdown de novo. Vencendo de 14, quer dizer, tem que fazer mais um ponto, pode ser 14-0. Bom lançamento que eu fiz.
Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
Bass on for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Agora sim, 14-0. O negócio é segurar eles e tentar pontuar mais.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And Smith not going to bring it out, so it's a touchback. So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a 3-possession game.
Williams going to get it again on second down. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
Well, it's not time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Under a heavy rush, and
Boa.
down he goes. That's Dorian Williams who got there for the sack. Here's Riley Dixon now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. On the return, Hardy.
Quase que eu fui passando todo mundo ali.
18 yards. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Buffalo set to get the football back here. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. Their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they? That's another beautiful throw right there. Gets it to his man right in stride, and I think that throw kind of exemplifies what we've seen from this offense throughout this game. They've been in rhythm, they've been sharp, they've been on it, and they pick up another 1st down there.
Allen now on 1st down. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd
Passei.
quarter action. We've played 3 quarters. Back now in Buffalo.
Bora lá pro 4º e último tempo da partida.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now Allen.
Mau lançamento agora. Mas tá bom, por enquanto a versão de 14-0.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
And power running here down to the 6-yard line. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Now on 3rd and 2, they're going to elect to throw with Allen. Touchdown, Bills!
Aí sim, mais touchdown.
Deontay Hardy from 6 yards away. And the Bills have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. So an important touchdown right there is now they're really beginning to pull away.
Yeah, this was a tight game until not too long ago. But since then, they've hit the accelerator. And they pushed the lead up to 3 scores here in the 4th quarter. And I don't see them looking back.
Here's Bass now for the extra point. And it is now 21-0. The drive summary that time, 5 plays.
21-0 e tá no último tempo da partida, tá muito bom.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. Denver's offense now set to go. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games, and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think
eles estão com pressa, estão perdendo.
behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
Go 14.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. And his throw here's incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
Boa, terceira vez que eu pego o lançamento deles.
Tre'Davious White with a pick. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. This spot in the 4th quarter with that deficit, had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
The Bills ready to take over. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. Now a 1st down carry for Harris. Down to about the 45.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Again, it's Harris on 2nd down. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line.
O negócio é avançando. Tô vencendo 21. E essas formações aqui o próprio jogo tá sugerindo, ó, pra eu sair correndo. Porque pra ficar enrolando, tá acabando uma partida.
And show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they are powering through, and they're controlling this game.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris, and they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets them to 2nd and 4.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
On 2nd down, this is Harris. And a short gain here down to the 22.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
3rd and 2. Allen. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Alex Singleton.
Touchdown brabo que eles fizeram agora. Agora eles tomaram o meu lançamento.
And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell, just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
And the Bills are going to recover. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. He's going to get it again, just looking to get forward and protect the ball. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Allen going to try and throw on third down, eluding the pressure right. And he will have a Bills first down, and that should be that.
Vai acabar a partida, falta segundos.
And they will take a knee here. Second and 10. Harris running straight ahead. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time, ball popped free.
Isso, venceu a partida 21-7. De lavada.
1978, I think it was in November.
So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills, and it was their defense that really paved the way to this victory as they allowed the one touchdown, and that was all she wrote.
Almost want to do the defense chant right now, right? Defense.
Bora lá para a segunda partida aqui.
No one wants to hear that from me.
Bora ver qual time que eu vou escolher aqui. Meu time vai ser esse aí, o Las Vegas Raiders. Acho que eu vou escolher o Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Os dois são tipo caveiras. Vou escolher eles. Bora lá pra partida aqui.
It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Buccaneers and the Silver and Black. Next on Madden Football.
Well, even with all the buildings along the Las Vegas Strip and all the action here, this is one of the city's biggest attractions. Allegiant Stadium, opened back in 2020. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one, as it'll be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on the Las Vegas. And we are underway in
Vou começar defendendo.
And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. They'll be led out by the #1 overall pick in the 2018 draft, the Oklahoma Sooner, Baker Mayfield.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
O negócio é apertar eles ali na marcação e não deixar lançar.
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. On third down, Mayfield. They're looking for Godwin, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Robert Spillane.
Aí, tomei a posse da bola.
To the 29. That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing, but to give him this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away on the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in field goal position, and to me, they got a chance for a touchdown right here out of the gate.
So here are the Raiders now with great starting field position. They'll be led out by their quarterback standing at 6'2" from Eastern Illinois. It's Jimmy Garoppolo.
And Jimmy Garoppolo has shown that he can be a Super Bowl quarterback, but his biggest problem, his ability to stay healthy and remain on the field. When able, he's a capable quarterback prone to winning games both in the regular and postseason.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. It's complete to Cole. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Solid gain of 18 and a Raider first down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And this one almost intercepted.
Dei mole, quase o cara pega a posse.
Not a good throw there, nearly an opening drive INT.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
A 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Give him credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
Garoppolo again. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Levante David drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. The kick by Carlson is good, and the Raiders jump.
Tá bom, os 3 pontos no gol.
So an opening drive field goal maybe doesn't whip this crowd into a frenzy, but I think that they will take the early lead.
There's no doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later if they play well and they can break things open. But right now, this is all about letting the offense just get settled in.
From the end zone, here's Devin Tompkins. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So that as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right? You're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. Evans has it left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 47. Going to the air again with Mayfield. The pass is caught by Cade Otton. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Mayfield down. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. 3-0 after one on EA Sports. Second quarter now, and it's Buccaneer football. From the 25, here's
Bora pro segundo tempo.
as they've got it as we resume action. Mayfield to throw it. Here's a quick pass. He's got Chris Godwin. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 12-yard line. 13 yards as the quick slant keeps the drive moving. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They run straight ahead here with Wright. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
When people talk about plays being blown up, that's exactly what they're talking about.
Agora a segunda tentativa deles para 11 jardas.
For physical play.
On 2nd down, they'll run with White. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on 3rd down. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line.
Aumentou para 15 jardas para trás. Agora vão ter que chutar.
For their team's first sack of the game. And his kick is indeed good, and that will tie us at 3-3. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't
3-3, agora eu vou atacar.
But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
And they'll have good field position here as he's out of bounds up at about the 34-yard line. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know that there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
Now Garoppolo is in trouble, and down he goes. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Here we go.
Garoppolo to throw for it on 4th.
Dei mole, agora eles que vão atacar.
Boy, a real head scratcher there, and the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. First down, Mayfield. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. To throw, Mayfield. Under pressure.
Boa, aumentou para 29 jardas.
They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield.
Isso, aumentou para 40 jardas.
Max Crosby, that's now back-to-back sacks, and it brings up 4th down. Here's Jake Camarda now. DeAndre Carter back deep. Taking it about the 16. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half.
Here we go.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So we've reached... Well, you can't skip halftime on Sundays, but you can right here. So it's over, and on to the third quarter we march. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Raider offense...
Terceiro tempo começando agora.
To start the third quarter. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. Now a play fake. Garoppolo. Oh, and he'll just get rid of this one deep. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one good for
Muito bom o lançamento que eu fiz agora.
You just had the feeling that sooner or later someone was going to come up with that one play. Neither team has really done a whole lot offensively, but here's one that pays off to the tune of big yardage, and it's one that could maybe get this group in gear.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. On play action, now Garoppolo. Got a man, it's Mayer.
Aí, touchdown.
He will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Michael Mayer, 41 yards. And the Raiders come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is now 10-3. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it was finished off by a Michael Mayer touchdown grab. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point, but it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
2nd down, Mayfield. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Here's Mayfield. Otten brings it in over the middle. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And it's pretty evident that this passing game has been frustrated so far. They haven't really moved the ball the way we might have expected, but this is a good pickup here for the first down.
Boom! Down, flying through tackles. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. They go right back to White here on first down. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. They keep it on the ground. White again. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage.
Tentar ao máximo impedir que eles passem aqui.
On the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up in a 3rd and 9 situation. Now Mayfield. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Guys only thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Oh, they get to the football.
Boa, consegui impedir que eles chutassem.
Well, that's always a risk on those longer kicks. You have to drive it low to get it there. That opened the door for a better chance for the defense to get a hand on it, and that's just what we saw there.
And even if the odds increase a little bit because it's a longer field goal attempt, it's still difficult to get hands on the football and create a block. Big-time excitement for that unit, getting through and knocking that one away.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Now Garoppolo. And now he'll turn, and off his back foot, he'll heave this deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Here we go.
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now, hang on here. We got an injured player. Oh, boy, it's the quarterback. That's Jimmy Garoppolo who's shaken up. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Hoyer. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
And he'll be brought down in what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 3 quarters in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. It's the Raiders with the lead and the football here as we get ready to start quarter number 4.
Here we go.
They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. And that's going to be incomplete.
Quase que eu consegui.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. Play action. Garoppolo. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by
Perdi a posse da bola.
And the Bucs are right back in this football game. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Mayfield off the play fake. And he's going to have the hook up to Gage. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Mayfield. Completes it again to Gage. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings,
pressure comes.
Isso aí.
Goes Baker Mayfield. Max Crosby. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Here's 2nd down. Mayfield looks to throw. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
It makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. He got out of bounds. That's a good thing, but still short of the first.
And now, since this brings up fourth down, the defensive play caller, grab your nerves, because now you don't want to be so amped up that you give them a first down by getting out of your lanes, but you also don't want to just lay back and let them have it easily.
Now on fourth down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete.
No surprise, they try to throw the ball on fourth down, but it gets batted down. They don't pick it up.
Well, a little football 101. When you're going toward that quarterback, you see he's going to start to throw. Get your hands up,
Get your hands up, affect the play, and then everyone, get your hands up. When the ball gets to the receiver, moment of truth, knock it away.
And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Once again, it's Jacobs. And they'll get this.
As opções que o jogo dá, tá sugerindo para enrolar até acabar o tempo.
The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And he's going to have a Raider first down. And that should be the one that finishes the script here. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
So they come up on second down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
On third down, here comes Jacobs. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Only a 1-yard gain, but good enough to just about finish this one off. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Go!
Jacobs going to try the middle. And that one opened up for
Boa, consegui passar, vai acabar a partida.
26-yard line. I guess he was saving his best for last, so to speak. Longest run of the day coming here in the fourth quarter right there.
And that type of run makes for a better night for him and his teammates, doesn't it? To be able to produce this late in the game can lead to some big smiles and satisfaction in the locker room after this one's over.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. And he is going to lose yardage here.
Aí, acabou. Consegui vencer a partida.
And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter.
10-3, tá bom. Foi disputado. Bom, galera, esse foi mais um vídeo que eu trouxe sobre Precisa de Ver. Espero que tenham gostado. Se puder, deixa o like, se inscreve no canal que não são inscritos e ativa o sininho para notificações. Até a próxima, galera. Valeu!